Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Salt of the Earth. I have got a threefold plan today. Number one, I'm going to take care of this infestation here, preferably with a grenade launcher, or maybe actually, there's a horde right over there. Maybe I'll take care of them with a grenade launcher. I really want a nice explosive thumbnail for this video, so I'm gonna turn off my little window here and see if we can get a really good shot of things exploding with a grenade launcher. That's number one. Number two, I'm real close to being done scavenging the eastern quarter of this map, so we're gonna wrap this bit up. Be done with the right side of the map, and then there'll be nothing holding me to this side of the map, and we can move bases over here to whatever this place is called. So, why do I have the legend up? I hit the wrong button. There we go. To the Wheelhouse Truck Stop. That's what we call this base. So I'm going to head over to the Wheelhouse Truck Stop. I'll have to take care of this plague heart before I can claim it, but I think that's pretty reasonable. I think we can get that done within an hour. Ooh, the blood machines are sad that I did not bring them food. Actually, wait a minute. Before I use this vehicle, these zombies up here are just kind of in the perfect spot, aren't they? And they don't see me yet. So maybe these guys are going to be my perfect grenade launcher victims. Let me see if I can get up on that red container so I'm like more on a level with them. And if I can just ambush them. Though it might actually look more impressive if I'm below them, come to think of it. Shooting up at them from the ground. I think that will be more impressive. Okay, are you all ready to see if this works? I don't know if this is going to look any good. Let's aim it a little bit high because I think it'll curve. And that might have been a good one right there. Oh, hello. Oops. Forgot this character doesn't have powerhouse. Okay, so that is a candidate for for our thumbnail right there. OGJawaFawa says he needs to teach me about block rockers. I'm aware of the existence of block rockers. I haven't actually, that is something I should do. I should call in a bunch of Independence Pack stuff. So that I can just have every ridiculous consumable in the game. Red Fighter 3 asks, have you ever played a Fallout game before? Yes, I have played every Fallout game. Fallout 1 and 2 were actually a couple of the inspirations that made me want to be a game designer. The really clever stuff they did with creating stories that were responsive to your choices and that gave you a lot of positive feedback for having made different decisions in the storyline really impressed me. I also just really liked the sort of the combat and the character system. They were just all really interesting and made me happy. I never actually went back and did that infestation. Okay, I just realized there was a bunch of HUD up on the screen when I did that, so that wouldn't be very good. Wait, what was that? I think I heard a... Oh, get off! No! There's a freaking feral coming, you jerk! Oh my gosh, get off me right now. I have no idea what that will look like if I freeze frame it, but I love it already. Okay, let's gather everybody into a nice little pile. That'll hurt most of them. Whew! All right, anyway. So what was I talking about? Fallout games. So actually, I think my favorite game for a really long time was Fallout Tactics, which came... Oh, this car is smoking. Probably because I set off a bomb right next to it. That might have something to do with it. Okay, we're almost done with these places over here. But yeah, Fallout Tactics was one of my favorite games for a long time. Actually, my current love of XCOM is actually, it's not fueled by me having been into the original XCOM. I never played the original XCOM. It's based on me loving Fallout Tactics and wanting to play a game that was like that. So yeah, the original Fallout series was amazing. They did a sort of action RPG Fallout alongside Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, the original Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, not the new one. That was kind of disappointing. It was, I liked it in theory because it was Fallout, but in practice, I didn't really play it very much. It didn't quite come together, I think, the way the developers hoped it would. But then there was a nice long break there with no Fallout games at all. Then, Bethesda took it over, and there were a lot of Fallout purists who were just angry that Bethesda was making Fallout games, and they were basically making, instead of making classic Fallout games, like classic, top-down isometric 2D Fallout games that worked like the old games, that instead they were making Bethesda games, games that were inspired by the Elder Scrolls as much as they were by the original Fallout. And there was a contingent of Fallout fans that were just absolutely bitter about that, and I was not one of them. I love the original Fallout games. I didn't feel like Bethesda needed to ape that style. Like, them making the kinds of games that they were good at making was fine with me. So I really, I enjoyed Fallout 3. It's one of the few Bethesda games I've actually played all the way to the end instead of just getting lost in the, in side quests and crafting and stuff like that, which is my usual strategy. Yeah, I actually played that one all the way to the end. I really liked it. And then I really liked Fallout 4. The crafting system in that was, that's the thing I end up getting into in a lot of Bethesda games, modern Bethesda games, is I just, for me, Skyrim was just all about crafting the ultimate suit of armor. And then once I was done with that, I was basically done with the game. And Fallout was the same thing, just like, I just wanted to craft the best weapons ever. And that was... and build the fanciest base. And once I had sort of done that for myself, I was just kind of done. But I loved it. I had a great time every second of the way. So I'm, and then of course Fallout New Vegas, was going back to Obsidian. A lot of whom were people who had worked on the earlier Fallout franchise. New Vegas was a really, really good addition to the series. The story was so interesting. I kept following different side quests to the point where I never finished the main quest on that one either, just because I got lost in all the side stuff. But I really liked it, and I thought it was incredibly well done. One of the best Fallout games in the franchise. So yes, I love Fallout games. So maybe that was a little bit longer of an answer than you were looking for, but there you go. Yeah, Surreal Diagonal says that they basically had to force themselves to finish Fallout New Vegas because they also get lost in the side quests. I know that feel. Surreal Diagonal said that Wasteland 2 really reminded them of the old Fallout games. Yeah, I think that was clearly the intention, because the original Fallout games were inspired by the original Wasteland, and so they all kind of share a lot of DNA with each other. I wasn't able to get into Wasteland 2 mostly because the way that I play Fallout style games is I'd usually try to make a character with the weirdest, most oddball skills possible, and unfortunately, Wasteland 2 was kind of tuned within an inch of its life to be, to require you to make really good character decisions in order to excel at the combat, and I did not, and so I failed a lot very quickly and wasn't able to get that far into it. Not a knock against the game, but maybe it just wasn't well attuned to my playstyle is probably the best explanation of what was going on there. So Duang wants to know how far did you get in 76? So yeah, I played 76 for a little bit. I again, like, I was mostly in that for like building a base. So like once I had built a fancy base, I had done what I was there to do, and so I didn't stick around. And also because I'm not really very much of a multiplayer co-op type player. That is one of the main draws of Fallout 76 is playing with friends and exploring the wasteland with a crew. And so because that isn't my usual playstyle, actually let me go here first. Because that isn't my usual playstyle, and I actually just am kind of weird about playing co-op. I didn't end up, committing to Fallout 76 long term, but I liked what I saw. And I personally, again, like, following with my pattern of just sort of not being as angry as typical video game fan bases, I didn't have a problem with the fact that there were no NPCs. Like, I actually really liked the fact that they committed so hard to sort of a design philosophy, which was basically, the pitch that Todd Howard made at the outset was, when he first announced Fallout 76, was every human you see is another player. That was the vision, and I'm hitting the wrong button, and so this is not going very well. Learn to control your own game, idiot. Anyway, the pitch was every human you see is another player. I thought that was a great idea. I was like, that's a fun little constraint to put on yourself. Like, so as a game designer, I thought that was great. And the thing is, they had quest givers with personality. Some of them were people that you met through, written record they left behind. Some of them were robots with personality. It's not like there were not characters in the game. It just wasn't a classic, Bethesda Fallout game. It was different. It was a different thing with different design constraints. I was like, so I knew what it was going in. It was exactly what they said it was going to be, and I liked it. And I thought that was fine. So, like, I was definitely not one of the players that was just like, wham, I want to, if you don't have Preston Garvey in here, then I'm mad. Like, that just was not, that was not my thing. So, I really like games that have a really strong vision, commit to what they're doing, and then do it. That feels really good. I like that sort of thing. So, especially when what they're doing is something weird and different from what they've done before. To me, that actively makes me happy. Yeah, so folks in the chat, like you're pointing out that some, bugs with bases not being compatible with each other, because you can basically build a base anywhere you want to in the world, and sometimes they can collide with other players' bases. I had an issue with like that at one point too. I think I might have lost some stuff, and so I definitely understand that that concern. I'm almost done. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. So that might have actually contributed to the moment when I actually really did stop playing. Though I think I did actually go and rebuild my base at one point. I built a base that was like suspended over a river at one point. I was very proud of myself. And then once I'd done that, I was like, oh, I've got nothing left to achieve in this game because I've already built a base hovering over a river. So I guess I'm done. I think that was when I really quit. But I think that some of the impetus from that did come from a bug with a lost base. That stuff. I mean, the last thing I'm going to do is rip on another team for having bugs in their game. So, All right, so we've just got a couple more of these trailers to empty out, and then I think we'll be ready to go take out that plague heart and move bases. So where are the... Ah, there it is. Cogs points out that apparently I have a habit of just building bridge forts wherever I go. I guess so, yeah. I mean, the bridge fort is... It's one of the few bases in State of Decay 2 that actually was my idea. And, like, most of the bases were, created from scratch by the artists with no input from me at all. But that was one that I pushed pretty hard, and it's still one of my favorite bases. So yeah, apparently that's just my deal. I don't know why that's the case, but all right. So let's head over to. Oh, actually, one thing before I go anywhere else, let's get rid of this filling machine, which has been really good, but let's replace it. Oh, wait, actually, no, wait. No, never mind. I might want to keep the filling machine for now. Let's get rid of... Wait, which one did I install here? Oh, I do have heavy-duty rounds. Oh, okay, great. Let's make some 40 mil grenades, because... Well, for one thing, I got to do something with my extra ammo. But then for another, I'm going to go back home. I'm going to drop off this stuff. And then I'm gonna go shoot some more grenades at some zombies of the infestation. So I need to make sure I've got enough. OGJawaFawa says, "I want a treehouse." So there was a treehouse in the original State of Decay. There was a treehouse incorporated into one of the bases, into the Savini residence. If you look at Heartland, I believe that we did not manage to replicate the treehouse. Apparently, the treehouse has collapsed or been removed in the intervening time between State of Decay 1 and Heartland. But there was a treehouse in the original State of Decay. It wasn't the entire base, but it was an element of the base. So we have covered that at some point in the franchise, just not recently. Izzy Zig said the treehouse became firewood. Yep, probably. Oh, OGJawaFawa was like, he wants to be the new incarnation of the Swiss Family Robinson. Yeah, so I loved the original Disney Swiss Family Robinson when I was a kid. Just that whole idea of, building something in the forest by yourself and having it all be really complicated and almost magical in the way it worked. And then having to defend it against invaders. That's a huge part of the fantasy that eventually, that a lot of people do enact with State of Decay 2. All right. So let's drop off our stuff here. We're out of storage. I'm not going to worry about it right now because we are going to build a new base. And, of course, I mean, it's mostly materials that matters for, but still. Oh, I haven't even picked a leader yet? What's up with me? Okay, oh yeah, so I was going to, real quick, first off, first aid kit. Boink. Then, let's grab, because I need to take out a plague heart, let's grab some C4. Drop off this stuff I don't need. Let's grab some more fire. Let's grab some more meds. We'll be going after Plague Heart, so maybe I'll bring some Cure with me. Why did I just use it? I didn't mean to use it. I meant to hit take 1. Dang it, I just wasted some Cure. That was stupid. And then let's grab some of this.
Hey, don't forget, we need to do something about these Plague Hearts.
I know. I'm about to go fight a Plague Heart. Chill. Let's reload our pistol. Okay, I think we're all prepped. Okay, so Scott Landon says there's only one person who can be the leader, and Super Fahey is right, except I didn't see what Super Fahey said, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm scrolling back. I don't see it. Who's Super Fahey? I don't see what they said. Who did they suggest? Oh, probably, I'm betting it's Jaden the Millennial. Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't see it, Super Fahey's name because of the fact that Twitch likes to make people's names dark blue against a dark gray background in the chat. Come on, Twitch. Get it together. Mysterious Wandering Trader. Oh, they are around town someplace. Okay. So yeah, we are going to go after the infestation. We are also stopping off at the Mysterious Wandering Trader. Absolutely. Are they going to be here? Hello? I don't see them. Probably not. So the fact that that icon disappears was a fix that I snuck into the game, and I'm very proud of it. But yes, Jaden the Millennial absolutely should be our leader. I agree. I don't even know what leader type he is, but it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to legacy with this community, so... Okay, looks like we know where the trader is. Real close to the infestation. Can I fit the van through this? Yes, I can. Hey there. Okay, what you got, Amir? BML 40. Do I already have a BML 40? I might. Advanced choke I want, though. Heavy duty ammo press I already have, but it's special. And oh wait. I've only got how much influence do I need to claim this base? I can't run out of influence. 500. Okay, it's not that fancy. Good. Okay, so as long as I have 500 influence left, I'll be fine. Vehicle upgrade kit, valuable. I've already got the ability to build an auto shop, though, so I probably don't need it. Solar generator. So, crow's beak. Ooh, neat. Okay, so stabilizing foam. Quickly recover health. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, training manuals. Huh. I'm trying to remember. No, training manuals don't fix deficits in skills, I don't think. So I could just grab this BML 1240, but I think I already have a BML 40 back at base. I think I already did this last time the Mysterious Wandering Trader came through town. So I could just grab a second heavy-duty ammo press in case somebody else needs one. I also don't have a lot of 50 cal stuff going on. I don't know. I don't know if any of this stuff is really necessary. Really special enough. Okay, so maybe I'll grab Firearms Training Manual. Folks are suggesting that might be worthwhile because I can give people Gunslinger who don't have Gunslinger. So maybe I'll grab that. And that's all I'm going to grab. Because I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to drop too low. Okay, so... Yay! Let's put that... In case my character dies and turns into a zombie, let's put this into the back here. And the choke. Everything else is useful. Okay. Then let's head over to the infestation. Take care of that. Because I won't be back here for a while. Actually, I wonder... Ah! Okay. Let's gather everybody into a nice little pile. Nice. I am so bad at hitting hitting guys with pistols when they're charging at me. Oh, hi. Boom. Slap. Smack. Take that. Alright, still some zombies left over here. Is it... Oh, there's like 6 of them. Oh, what? Where are you going? The fight's over here, weirdo. Get away from me! Oh, come on. He just dodged out of the way. Alright, there we go. Last guy. Now... Where did I put my car? There it is. Where did I put my car is like a perennial problem for me. Oh, there's another... Okay, I'll deal with that later. We're going to head over that direction. Actually, let's get rid of the Wandering Trader from our HUD. What is actually the best way down here? Okay, so go left, probably. Yeah, all right. So we're going to head down, take out that plague heart, and claim ourselves a new base. Ah, oh, hello, rock. There's a rock there. Okay. I can probably cut a corner here. Because that is a normal thing for a person to do in real life. Verisimilitude! Yeah, no one. I couldn't watch Dude, Where's My Car because it was just too real. So Scott Lannon is commenting on the fact that Brent Fitzgerald recently changed the collision on a basketball hoop to make it possible to drop drop grenades and things through it, thinking that might be kind of a fun activity for for players of State of Decay. And I think, yeah, Scott was suggesting that we can make that an achievement. Theoretically, except that the easiest achievements for us to make are ones where it's something we're already tracking. You know, if it's something that we're already sort of counting when it happens, that's it. It's pretty straightforward to make an achievement based on that. But making an achievement based on, like, we would have to actually go to every basketball hoop in the game and put like a special, you know, item detector in the middle of it, and then to count whenever a particular set of like physics objects pass through it. It could get really weird to try to make an achievement out of that. So it would be a non-trivial thing compared to, say, for instance, kill 500 of this type of zombie or something like that, which is much, much easier. Or hit this particular point in a mission or whatever. Okay, so this car is already in trouble, so let's keep it at least a short distance away from the action. Let's see how quickly we can take out this plague heart before we start getting into big trouble. Is this going to be downstairs or is it going to be upstairs? I think it's an upstairs one. Which room is it? Oh, hello. It's right here. Hi. Okay, don't want to get hit by that gas attack. Ooh. Is a feral about to come up these stairs? Whew! Alright. That actually kind of went almost disappointingly quickly. Ooh, 870 sawed off. That's going to be... Okay, I'll have to drop this stuff off in the van. That's going to be... Maybe that would be a better sidearm for this guy, honestly. If he just wants to really be making a mess of zombies. Oh yeah, we can use it right now, I think. There we go. Carry a shotgun around. Let's drop a bunch of crap in here. Looks like I won't be needing this or these. All right, let's grab as much stuff out of the house as we can, then we'll go and claim our new base just as night falls.
Looks like whoever was here last left a bunch of stuff.
McGurk wants to know if there are any achievements based on vehicle upgrades. I believe so. Yeah, I think we've got one for just upgrading your first vehicle. I don't remember what we called it. I think it was some kind of... It might have been a Mad Max reference or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the achievement was called. Okay, we're full up. So let's go. Oh, wait. Wait. Getting my pistol back out. Because I think we're about to take out our last bloater. Oh, this session is completely full of win. Not only we're going to get to, finish up the eastern side of Drucker County, claim a new base, defeat a plague cart, destroy an infestation, hit the mysterious wandering trader, but also finish that bounty. We have done everything. We are ready to go. And my boy here's getting tired anyway, so yeah, we'll get him to our new base and wrap this thing up. Oh, so Scott Lannon is actually Scott Lannon knows better than to ask me this question. He's asking Jawa this question, but he's thinking of doing the Survive 100 Days achievement, which I think has to be done on Dread or Nightmare difficulty, or maybe it doesn't. Now I'm trying to remember. Anyway, either way, he's asking which base is a good one to sort of get self-sufficient in and sort of make it last as long as possible. And I'm interested in seeing what Jawa says, assuming Jawa's still in the chat. Oh, there he is. Oh, so Jawa's asking how much prestige he has, because apparently one of the best solutions is to use Red Talon facilities, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, Scott's smart enough not to ask me that question, because Jawa is the one who's the expert in actually playing the game. I know a lot of, stories about the theory behind this game, but as far as like being an expert in playing the game, that you want OGJawaFawa for that. What are we missing here? We're missing an explored area. Oh, right here. I forgot there was a spot out here I needed to explore. Oh, somebody found an advanced suppressor out there in the wild. That's nice. Hello. Oh, look at, there's a screamer over there too. Shooting a fast-moving zombie has got to be one of the most satisfying things. All right. I think we're good. Let's claim this base. Come on. Get in the door. I'm so tired. I'm so tired all the time. Now, have I successfully parked all my cars where I want them? Don't care! Yeah, so Mozatrack says that now I can get rid of my homemade suppressor. Well, on one character, I'm not going to be swapping my advanced suppressor on every single character. Okay, so. Always gotta restore your auto shop. The seating area has already given me one bed, which is nice. I'd rather not have outdoor beds, so let's kill that. Oops. We'll kill that, and we can make better beds out of these, so let's dismantle these. Huge fuel storage. We can just... We're going to have so much fuel here. It's going to be amazing. Oh, so yeah, I only kept the survey car. That's right. So we at least have 4 parking slots now instead of just the 2 we had before. So we got the survey car, and of course I brought the van with me, so that'll be fine. No particular reason the workshop has to be inside, so I could put a workshop here. Though, let's see here. So I'm going to need... What am I going to need? Each of these, if I build beds here, each of these can give me up to 3 beds. So I could just fill this space with beds. Or if I built a barracks here, this could get up to 5 beds. I'm sorry, 6. There's a version of this that can get up to 6 beds. I don't remember if I have a construction expert, though. Cooking, metalwork, electronics, medicine, munitions, programming, engineering, medicine, auto mechanics. No, I do not have a construction expert, so I don't think I could get 6 beds out of this. But I could get 5 beds out of this, I think, and then 3 inside. I think that sounds right. So let's do 4 beds there. More beds here. And then put our sort of baseline facilities, workshop and infirmary in there. And then what else? What goes outside? I could put a garden out here to help with the food situation. I could build a watchtower. Because I'm going to be scavenging so much, I just don't feel the same need to build a garden to get self-sufficient. But reducing threat so that my so I don't have to worry nearly as much about sieges might be worthwhile. Hey there, Dog Hydro. Good to. Thank you for saying nice things about our game. Okay. I could also do a still because I don't know. I feel like a still. Oh wait, I need a kitchen. No, I've already got a kitchen. Cool, restaurant kitchen. Awesome. Oh, let's definitely upgrade our storage as quickly as we can. Let's upgrade the beds. Okay, we're gonna need more. That, but let's install the. I still think we want the filling machine in here. Gotcha. Okay, so OGJawaFawa's recommendation to Scott Lannon was the best base is for what he's trying to do is the container fort, which is in Cascade Hills with a Red Talon watchtower in the north small outdoor slot. So there you go. There's OGJawaFawa's official recommendation. I think one of the main reasons why people like the container fort is partly because it looks cool, but partly because it provides basically all the beds you need for free, which is very helpful. Oh wait, I don't have any labor left. That's right. So I can't do anything until we're done with these beds. All right. So is there anything in my inventory? Yes, I got a bunch of stuff in my inventory. Let's drop off stuff from my inventory. And then let's switch characters so this guy can get a break. Let's drop this off as well. Oh wait, I think I still got crap in my van. Let's go park the van in one of our parking spots. I think the parking spots are on the other side. Yep. Again, we've got the most inconvenient parking spaces in the entire world. All right, so we'll drop off. Oh, I'll get 2 advanced chokes? Wow. I'm awesome. Okay. Drop this off, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, we've emptied our inventory. Let's switch characters to Preston again. Why not? Let's be Preston. We nearly got Preston killed last time. He deserves a little bit more time in the sun. Now let's see how we're doing. Okay, so the barracks are almost finished. Shelter beds 2 are up. What can we install in these beds that'll be cool? White noise machine. Like that. I can... Oh, it's actually higher priority. Upgrade the infirmary so my characters heal properly. Still haven't decided what I want here. If I want a watchtower... I mean, it is right next to one of the entrances and right by the cars, and so it might be a good spot for a watchtower. Oh, so Sunny Games points out that he's not a fan of the container fort, specifically because it's got a complicated layout. You just get lost really easily. That is a legit criticism. You know, a lot of people only think about... Okay, good. It's craftsmanship, not construction that I need. Okay, I thought it was construction. Awesome. Good. So I can build this and get 6 beds. Great. Once I've got enough labor anyway. But yeah, so a lot of times we'll think only of like the resources that a particular base has to offer, you know, like the facilities and things like that. But actually, the layout is a perfectly good reason to care about your base. Okay, so I'm gonna want fire safe again. That's gonna be 3 labor. In the meantime, though, oh yeah, no, I got 0 labor right now. So yeah, I guess, I mean, while we're waiting for my base to get set up, I can just actually maybe pay more attention to the chat. We'll just wait for these, you know, all these bars to fill up. I'll pay a little bit more attention to the chat, and we'll get this base up and running before we finish the session. It is 5 o'clock. I should probably be done. When did I start this? It was like 2:30, something like that. I've been streaming for a while. So yeah, we got a good conversation going on here about different sort of advanced bases, which is great. I'm curious, Jawa, what are your feelings about the strip mall? That's where I'm probably aiming this community. You know, I've heard a lot of players say the strip mall is their favorite base in Drucker County. I'm curious if it's yours too, or if you've got a different favorite. And if you would come to Drucker County specifically to have to have a community in the strip mall, or if there's a downside to it. So we can install, yeah, a secure case in here. Habitual Best says that they love the strip mall, just not Drucker. JawaFawa says that, yeah, strip mall is one of his 2 faves, but that back door is deadly. Interesting. I have not paid attention to the back door. So I should definitely, after we're done here at the truck stop, I should definitely head up to the strip mall and, you know, it's some future session, and I should see what you're talking about there. People in the chat are definitely approving of the strip mall base being a cool one. I honestly don't remember if I've ever, in my personal game at home, been at the truck stop. So it's a good reason for me to spend some time at the truck stop, because I mean I've gone to Rusty Rosie's, which is very similar in a lot of ways, but I have not spent time at the truck stop in Drucker, unless I'm forgetting something. I might be forgetting. Now that I think about it, I might have a long time ago spent a little time here, but certainly not recently. All right, so let's install. I could install a mini fridge. Get extra 5 food storage. But now I've really been liking my espresso machine. Let's do espresso machine. Any other mod opportunities that we're missing here? Oh, right. I can install a mod here. This is where I've been installing my ammo presses, is at the auto shop. Though, there are other options, like a salvage furnace, which gets me more parts for salvaging weapons. Thing is, I'm not salvaging weapons as often right now, and I've got plenty of parts, so I think I will still install my heavy-duty ammo press. And so I've got one labor left. I don't think I've got anything else I can do with it. Look at that fuel storage. 70 of 150, nowhere near the maximum. Let's catch up with the chat here a little bit. Oh, so JawaFawa says his other favorite base is the lumber mill. That's a really good one. Yeah. So that base was actually really intended for when we added Providence Ridge, you know, our 4th map that we added to the game. You know, we learned a lot about the game, and we really sort of wanted to put in, you know, not only some new sort of early game bases for players who are new to the game, most of whom, you know, all of whom are going to be starting in Providence Ridge, but we also wanted to put some really satisfying bases in for late game players. And so the lumber mill was specifically intended for like power players who had like, you know, specific things that they really liked to, you know, they had a strategy of their own. It was meant to be a very flexible base to give people a lot of room to sort of expand and choose what they wanted to build. And so I'm not surprised that ended up being one of Jawa's favorites. Sunny Game says that the strip mall is exactly why Drucker is his favorite map. He's done 2 legacy runs in Lethal because of that gorgeous base. Yeah, so I feel like I need to spend more time at the base. I think that might actually be among the high-end bases that people really get excited about. I spent a lot of time at the container fort, a lot of time at the lumber mill, a lot of time at Whitney Field. I have not spent a lot of time at the strip mall, so I think it's probably good that I'm aimed there this time around. So we'll upgrade that. What do I want to install in the infirmary? Of course, the biochem station. If I'm trying to create a bunch of consumables here, biochem station is where I need to be. Let's just put more ammo storage in here. Oh yeah, Watchtower 2. Definitely. Okay, so we're starting to get underneath our limits here. Oh, right, I still need to upgrade to the fire safe storage. I was wondering why my ammo was so low. And that's going to give me even more fuel storage, which is just going to be ridiculous.
Hey guys, siege underway right now. We need reinforcements.
Oh fuck, they in trouble.
People are starting missions, but I'm not here for missions. I'm here for stuff. That's all I'm here for. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're in the middle of a conversation for which OGJawaFawa is actually the person who should be answering your questions, not me. And so I don't have that much to add. So, like, if you're watching this later, you can actually watch my old videos if you go to my Twitch channel, and then you'll be able to see the live chat, sort of replayed for you so you can tell what people are talking about. That might be worthwhile if you're curious about the conversation that's going on. I guess I could just read the whole thing aloud, do a dramatic reading of what everybody's saying. But, I'm assuming that a lot of people who watch my videos, like right now, they're probably just sort of like, they're probably watching it while they're doing something else. They probably just got it on in the background. They're not just intensely focused on it. So maybe if this, if we chill out a little bit, I'm not worried about trying to be super entertaining all the time. Maybe that'll be fine. Maybe people will be okay. This might be my last set of upgrades because I've already got, I think I've got mods installed everywhere. Actually, we might be about ready to quit because, yeah, I've got mods installed everywhere I can install mods. I've got way more materials than I need, so I'll need to use those on something. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's in Workshop 2 that's upgrading to Workshop 3, so it's going to be done real fast. All right, well, I guess I can get that started because why not? But yeah, so once this fire safe storage is done, I think I'll probably have mostly enough storage to keep all my ammo. But materials is ridiculous. Oh, wait a minute. I've got a lot of materials. That does have a purpose. Oh, but I don't have enough influence to upgrade all of these outposts. But I can upgrade this one. So yeah, we can upgrade our outpost to keep the meds and the ammo flowing in. That's something we can do with at least some of our materials. Habitual Bell asks, why in Providence Ridge do most of the missions spawn so far away? It seems like they're always on the other side of the map. So we've got this weird thing under the surface in the game that's called the dynamic anchor. And what it is the idea is that there was an expectation when we were early on in developing the mission system of the game where we thought, players are not going to want to have just missions starting in random places all over the map. They're going to want to, be able to concentrate in one area or another, have a lot of things happening in the same place so they don't have to do as much travel time, right? And it was at a time when we thought it was going to be to our advantage to make... to have a lot of the game be very randomly generated or very procedurally generated, and sort of surprising and unexpected. It turns out that actually I think a lot of players really want the game to be more predictable than it is. And so I don't think we necessarily made the best call with that, but it was the call we made at the time, sort of trying to predict how the game would play. And so what it does is it basically chooses a neighborhood on the map usually starting with ones that are close to the base, and then sort of slowly spirals outwards and starts. We'll do some missions here, and then when we're done doing missions there, we'll do some missions over here. Then when we're done with that, we'll do some missions over here, and it goes neighborhood by neighborhood. The problem on Providence Ridge is that some of the neighborhoods are huge. We actually had to cut them down and divide them up right before we shipped, because this problem used to actually be worse before we shipped, with people getting sent all over the map, because the neighborhoods were large. And so rather than having like several small neighborhoods close to your base being the locations of missions, the neighborhood next to your base might cover a third of the map or something like that. And so you'd have missions that could just show up anywhere. And so we made it a little bit better, but not all the way better. Compared to the other maps, it still has a smaller number of larger neighborhoods. And so that's probably why you're seeing a difference on Providence Ridge compared to other parts of the map. I'm just going to, real quick before I catch up with the chat again, I'm going to check my work messages and make sure that nothing bad has happened while I've been streaming here. Okay, that seems fine. That seems fine. That seems fine. Sorry, I wish I could tell you what I'm reading, but it's all about secret stuff you don't know about. Wait, I'm hearing some zombies. What's going on? Oh, yeah, there's a horde right outside. Okay, you know, you folks have been very, very patient with me. Let's get into a fight before we wrap this thing up. Bloater? Of course I'm on fire. And we end it with me being a terrible shot, as always. Perfect. So Mr. Burn Ells says, just want to thank whoever added the traits. Ran a secret grow shop and high all the time are two of their favorites. Okay, so I think I've got a guess about what some of your hobbies are, Mr. Burn. But I'm glad you appreciated those. I actually, yeah, so the character system, the trait system was sort of my baby. So anytime somebody has particular traits that are their favorites, it makes me really happy. So thank you for coming in and sharing that. And I'm just going to make sure this guy's got enough ammo in his pockets. And, oh yeah, I just got that new choke. I'm going to put a choke on his shotgun. Fancy choke on fancy shotgun. So yeah, nice tight little choke there. That's great. Okay, I think we might be about done. This was a longer stream than I intended to do, but we just kept just thinking of things to do that felt important. So, oh wow, look at all of these. I've been ignoring missions so hard that like everybody on the map hates me. I've got an infestation over here, hostiles here. Everybody wants me dead. One more plague heart to take care of. And but check this out. We cleaned out the entire eastern seaboard. That's not what this is called. We already had the entire plateau taken care of. We got rid of ourselves from this spot, and we've moved over here. We're making progress. So eventually, we're going to vacuum up this entire map. It's going to be amazing. Then we'll move on to the next one. Ugh, but for right now, wow, I am getting tired. I need to go and get a snack or something to keep me going. But I'm going to go back to looking through my bug list, trying to solve as many problems as I can, leading up to our next update, which we have not announced yet, so we can't tell you anything about it. But thank you all for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun for me. I get a ton out of playing this game with you all here with me. You know, I mean, there's stuff that I can learn playing the game on my own, but playing my game with you guys, it just makes me learn a lot more from the entire experience, and so I really appreciate it. So thank you all for hanging out with me, and I am going to wrap this up. So if you want to subscribe to my channel and you're watching this later on YouTube, you know the drill. There's I can't even talk. There's a subscribe button. There's videos right there. Ugh.